That's God's way of paying us back, okay? We're not good at business, but we win the goddamn lottery. I think Caucasians aren't even buying tickets anymore. They send the maid, Consuelo. Here, Consuelo, you go to the 7-Eleven. Go ahead, Consuelo. Buy some tickets. I mean, you may win. Shit. This last guy won $25 million. They interviewed him on TV. His name is Olvera. Mr. Olvera, what are you going to do with the money? He goes, well, first I think I'll go to Magic Mountain. It's kind of like the dream come true, Colossus. I'm going to go to... Thank you. I'm going to go to Kmart. Buy some jumper cables. I was looking, look at this set. Tell me the truth. Does this look like the gay love connection? Look at this set. Look at this. This is what happens when a decorator has a small budget and no imagination. It's like, oh, is he here?
Right now, he's breaking into your house going, that's it, these curtains are out of your fucking house.
Ow.
That's it. I'm putting up shit you'll never recognize. I'm leaving some Peter Allen records all over the place. There you go. Just a few things for you, Mr. Wonderful.
But Reagan drives me nuts. Come on! He drives me nuts!
Tell the Fresno story.
The Fresnos, I did, but you know, but Bud goes, let's mention Mark Lanow, because this is the improvisation with Mark Lanow. It's like Crest with fluoride.
No, he has above title billing. He has above title billing now. It's Bud Friedman, Mark Lano.
Well, you know, some say tomato, some say tomato. You say that in Spanish, then we're even, okay? Oh, quit giving me Soros. You're giving me Soros. I don't need it. Come on, I thought we were mishpucha. Hey, I don't make jokes about Jewish people because I'm stupid. I want a career, but hey. I'm kind of pissed off because my sister is dating an Iranian like there's a shortage of Mexicans in Los Angeles. She is. She's dating a guy named Ahmed. Ahmed. And they said, he's the hairiest people God ever invented. Iranians got hair in places monkeys don't, I swear. You know, this summer at the beach, you go see them at Venice. It's like they wear the smallest underwear, big, thick, it's like Brillo pad in there. The hair go right through the nylons. You look at them, it looks like cactus fruit. And I told her, I said, look, I'm not prejudiced. You're my sister. I want you to be happy. If you love this man, well, shit, fine. You love this man, but think of the future. One day you're going to have kids, you know, have Mexican, have Iranian. They're going to grow up to own and vandalize their own gas station. I said, you know, should think about the truth. But thanks, Bud. Thanks for working here, allowing me to work here at the Improv. Improv's a great place to get laid, too. Can we just say that? Seriously, any disease you want, it's waiting for you out there. Hi, I saw your act. I've never had one of your kind. Nowadays, let's face it, well, it used to be fun. Nowadays, sex is lethal. I don't touch myself either. I mean,
stop laying it on me!
Fine!
I take responsibility for your own life!
Fine, I think it's a joke. I have to help you. Fine.
Please.
All right.
No, I'm a big fan, but I have enough problems. You know what I'm saying?
I thought we were all friends. Thanks a lot. Wow.
No, that was affectionate. That was affectionate.
Shit, I hate to see
For
you
him, that was
angry.
affectionate. It really was.
Oh, give me my knife.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, you'll be Jewish again, guys.
God damn it.
Well, folks, I lost control 30 minutes ago, but it's been fun. Thank you.
Robert, wake up. Ready? Oh, thank you, Mr. Klein. Oh, Lord, yes. Mr. Freeman, thank you for freeing everybody. Oh, Lord. You know, there weren't that often before. It was just a 2-drink minimum and no house. People coming in, paying to drink, walking around, Spud standing at the door.
We're back with the greatest diet plan ever. 250,000 strong every day and growing.
Steal a meal, steal a meal.
How much did you lose?
I've lost 700 pounds. I don't even know who they are.
You take your meats, you move them over. You take your carrots, you move them over. Take your vegetables, your bread, you move them over the other side of the wallet. Then you eat the wallet at the end of the day.
And your protein you just forage for.
Oh, what an image. Anyway,
It's Reagan.
That Reagan,
He's got me nuts.
I'll tell you. That Reagan living in Fresno drives me completely nuts with my shrink. Anyway. The next player tonight, 9.
And I should do Phil Rizzuto then. Holy cow, you huckleberry. Phil Rizzuto for the money store. Not bad.
I do a few offbeat ones. I've always played it safe. I do Isaac Newton. Who can check, you know? I first invented the calculus, you know. There's always some idiots not like him at all, you know. I do Elena Verdugo, Marvin Cap, offbeat people. Moving along, meanwhile, everyone's making fun of the set. It's very beautiful. And I could see the negotiations already with Bud trying to schnorr it from the production company, you know. Because before they had a Woolworth brick wall back here that, you know, the Christmas, it's made of plastic. Our next.
Ah, yeah, I liked it, brother. Yeah. You're there.
Lete la visión.
You're a guy.
Pronto llegaré. Tú me cantarás. We're with you. Anyway. Our next performer, a dear friend of all of us, actually just here because he likes smoke-filled rooms. Martin Mull. Martin.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please sit down. Thank you. You know, before we go any further, I wonder if we could all just take a moment here. Bless you. It's where your March of Dimes money goes, ladies and gentlemen. Bless his heart. Wonder if we could all take a moment and think about how important this evening really is. Lance could see Suzanne silhouetted in the window above, her diaphanous negligee straining against her swelling breasts, her tongue darting about her waiting lips like a flickering candle.
Don't stop now!
Dark and wet as the night itself.
Yeah.
That's not it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we are gathered here to pay tribute to a fully licensed restaurant. But for countless tourists, theatrical agents, and children of the night, it is more than just a place to eat. It is more than just a building to get drunk in. For it is here on this very stage that many a confused and struggling young person wandering aimlessly down the sidewalk of life has stepped right into show business. This mother stage, suffering the suckling babes of comedy unto her bosom.
Amen.
Yes, they all stood here, and they all sucked. But they learned, and they grew to greatness. Right here is where Robin Williams tirelessly and deftly molded his otherwise debilitating social disorders into a seven-figure paycheck. Robin. on this very stage.
Thank you, Martin.
You're welcome. Indeed. Here is where Paul Rodriguez discovered the mother lode of material to be found in ridiculing one's own people, making him the envy of every non-Latin performer in America. Lord knows I'd love to tell some jokes like, you know, how does a Mexican know when he's hungry his ass stops burning, things like that. I can't do it. That's your turf, and I wouldn't step on it.
His name is Martin Mull. He lives maybe in Malibu. You can find it.
Thank you again, Robin. And right here is where Billy Crystal first realized that he and Sammy Davis shared more than height and a common religion. And right here is where he began the work of healing the wounds of ethnic diversity in this country with just a smile and a manager. Billy, bless you.
Thank you, Martin. Marty, and may I say thanks because you're giving me nachas, and I want to say for you to say hi to the other boys from Brazil when you see them.
My pleasure, Bill.
Thank you.
And right here is where Richard Lewis perfected his Tony Danza meets Marion Lorne kind of delivery. Pretty damn unique. And he also here that he found out that there were dozens of people across America that could identify with him. And here's where Robert Klein rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed that spontaneity that would carry him to the Merv Griffin Show, the silver screen, and ultimately to cable. Good work, Bob. No, it's the least I can do.
You want me to get some water or something, man? It's okay, baby. I'll take it out slow. Hey, bad white man, bad.
I don't blame you, Robin. I blame the one that gave you the shot.
Thank you, Martin.
Okay, at least it keeps you on your feet. It's better than that terrible thing we saw backstage. I must confess,
I miss you. Thank you for calling, though. I've missed you.
Okay, thanks.
It was an evening. Who knew?
It was fun.
I guess the Great Dane remembers.
I guess and that living room's a little more butch now that we did what we did, isn't it?
Yes.
Robin had the idea for the steer horns to hold up the curtains there. I thought that was kind of nice.
Go ahead, Martin. Keep reading.
I will. Actually, I must confess that I personally have never performed here, or at any comedy club for that matter. It's, as a firm believer in capitalism and the minimum wage, my professional hands were kind of tied, bud. Sorry. I'm not suggesting that the performers at the Improv go unpaid. Au contraire. In fact, on some occasions, those checks can reach double digits, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, there are those who ask for no payment, those who use the Improv as a kind of a testing ground for new material, sort of a comedy escrow for that Hope for Tonight Show shot, right? So where does the money go? Now, Bud Friedman is a man who has always strongly felt that being able to loosen up our neckties and smile at our troubles is worth at least a $6.50 cover and a 2-drink minimum. Let's say, for instance, that over a pleasant holiday weekend, perhaps 1,000 people might come through that front door to relax, have a chuckle or two. We're talking $6,500 right there. Not to mention the 3,000 or 4,000 more from the bozos who take the 2-drink minimum as a dare. Call it $5,000 a night low end. Now, it seems obvious that given the neighborhood, rent here could not be $150,000 a month. Yet, according to Mr. Friedman, it's a break-even business. How can this be? Well, very easily, I'm afraid. First of all, let's talk about the rising costs of competent interior decorating. All of you, settle back in your comfortable chair for a moment and look around you. Perhaps you can appreciate that this kind of luxury, it doesn't come without a pretty price tag as well. Just save it for later. He still has that rash. And let's talk about the waiter persons here. They can't be expected to survive on the 10% of their tips that Mr. Friedman allows them to keep. They have to be paid a salary, and from the looks of their clothes, it's a damned handsome one. Add that to the cost of a reliable sound system, state-of-the-art backstage facilities, and it's easy to see how paying the performers here the going rate for human life as we know it could spell disaster. Now, there is, of course, a part of me that feels very sad indeed that I am not an Improv alumnus, that I never had the fun of standing up here for over an hour asking hayseeds where they're from. There's an unspeakable loneliness that I feel when I overhear other comics of my generation sharing memories of a waitress that had blown them both. And of course, the emptiness of never having stood on the sidewalk at midnight counting the house with a man they called Bud. But alas, I work for money. Perhaps someday enough will be enough. It's hard to say. I have a figure in mind, of course, and if and when I reach it, who knows? Maybe then I can work for free drinks and bus fare. Maybe then I can finally say a resounding yes to all those pinko bleeding hearts that badger me on a daily basis to perform at their little friggin' fundraisers. If that day comes, then I shall begin right here, learning the art of performing for chump money on the beloved stage of the Improv, and feeling the warm, gently guiding hand of Bud Friedman so close behind me. A crazy dream? Perhaps so. But it's a dream that I retain in a very special part of my body. So, Bud, all I can say is keep up the good work and long live the Improv. And for you folks watching at home, let me just add that if you've never spent an evening at the Improv, you won't know what you're missing. But if you do, you'll know why everyone says that Bud Friedman is to comedy what a stewardess is to the woman's movement. God bless you. Thank you.
You know, Martin, before you made those comments, I don't think you realized that Bud is a Korean War hero, which is true.
Oh, my goodness.
Took some shrapnel and Pork Chop Hill. Couldn't
We
tell
won
us.
that one, didn't we, Bob?
We did. No, we didn't. It was a tie. But look, it wasn't his fault. He opened up a comedy club in Pyongyang originally. He had a North Korean that juggled bullets with his teeth. Couldn't tell his mother it was at Pork Chop Hill because she didn't eat pork chops. Let me relate to you making that.
Leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
I'm laughing. Why are you? I appreciated it.
We used to work in the subway before we went to the Internet. Amazing Grace, give me $1 or I'll embarrass the shit out of you. You know that. Our final performer is a shy man and has a very strong affinity for Jonathan Winters, whose work he continues in Jonathan's semi-retirement. Robin Williams.
Thank you. Thank you for what you've said. To have the courage to say that and wear those glasses. Thank you. Hola, esa la wango. Receiving the Lester Maddox Achievement Award this year, Martin Mull, for his work in achieving racial integrity. But first, a few words from Jimmy the Greek. You know, people look at Jimmy the Greek and say, my God, how can he say those damn things? You give Gandhi 5 cocktails, he'll come up with the same shit, okay? Even Gandhi would be at a bar going, they're fast, what can I say? God damn it, I fast and they're bigger than I am. If I could be Bubba, I would. God damn it, I tell you. I love this. Thank you for wearing this Russian sailor hat. Thank you. Look at this thing. It looks like, oh, hold on here. Takes it off. She's going, no. I just want to meet a woman for something special. I bring fins. I am not afraid of sex. I thank you for wearing this. It's wonderful. Look at this sweater. Look at this. Obviously, someone took some mescaline and said, I'll knit. Okay. Yes, yes. Look at you. Thank you for wearing this. Some man went blind saying, fuck it, just get it out of the shop. Yes, I'm dyslexic. I'm not afraid to say it. I was a kid at Halloween going, hi, trick or trout. Oh, look around. People are getting afraid. They're going, oh, man, he's coming towards my table. Oh! How you doing? My God, I thought you were still in Congress. My God. You have that look like you're going to go, any time, Mr. North, did you realize we had your balls in a sling? At any time, Mr. North. And there was old Ollie up there looking kind of like, he's looking right at him. They go, pardon me, Senator, may I have a moment before I respond to the question? No. Mr. McFarland, would you like to answer the question? I don't even know where I am. Well, that Reagan, I tell you, that Reagan. Why didn't they ask Oliver North? He's up on the stand. All you had to ask him was, where are the strawberries? The strawberries. I never know about the strawberries. The men didn't like me. I didn't like the men. I want more height from you. It's past the holidays. More height. Look at you! Look at you! Yes! Yes! Somewhere there's an animal going, fucking take it, go. I told you that I found these things on the freeway. I sold them together. Yeah, those little possums out there running around. Pepperidge Farm's putting them in a doughy crust. Look around. How are you doing there? Look at you in a tuxedo and a cowboy. You just must have a big old thing. You have a big truck outside that says, I break for insights. Look, you're the type of man who could step in his own shit and go, it's mine. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Lord have mercy. There's love here in Hollywood tonight. That's why I come here to the Improv, because I don't have an act. To me, that means something. Improv, that means jerk off a lot of people at once. Right, because I'm sorry I don't have an act. I did it one time, but now, no. Why do you look at me like we did something? You look at me like, I'm sorry, I didn't know anything. But keep wearing this. It looks like graph paper. I don't know. This is nice on a night when they keep you all fully lit and you all have this look like, he's gonna talk to me. I don't know. I like coming here because for me it's fabulous. Tomorrow is the Super Bowl. I want to see large men hurting each other. Yes. I want to see, maybe they should have some fashion consultant before the Super Bowl going, this time, when they go into the bowl, I want every time someone is tackled, some clothing comes off. So by the end, everyone's in a huddle going, check it out. Then all of a sudden, the huddle's like a lazy Susan. All right, all right. I'm sorry I offended you. Obviously, you're a football fan going, don't ever do that again. Don't make fun of large men. I'm sorry. Now the gospel according to Bubba. Yea, though they do have big thighs, they shall run. And others shall block, for they have no necks. And God did look down and he said, who shall own the team? And he said, let there be whites. For thine is the end zone in the dance for no reason. Thank you. What are you drinking here, son? What did you buy the little woman tonight? Oops, sorry, I pissed all over you. Feels like a bad restaurant. Hello, I'm your waiter, Andre. That's all the waiters in Hollywood are going, listen, I'm an actor. Fuck it, I don't know why I'm serving you chicken. Champagne, Moet Chandon. God, I remember this. Drink a few bottles of this, wake up nude in the hood of my car. That was fun. Those are the old days, remember, Bud? When there'd be 15 guys in the men's room in that one stall going, how you doing? Like to go? Yes. It was like Barnum Bailey Circus in Colombia. Hey, nice show, nice show, nice show. And that cocaine was so good, too. You think this was coupled anything? Ah! Ah! Memories. Yes, but those are past us now. I remember when I came here. I feel like we should be reminiscing. I remember there was Bud Friedman sitting by the door before this used to be a leather bar. I came down here from San Francisco. I remember I walked in. I used to play in clubs in San Francisco, like in Berkeley, where most of the people were in wheelchairs. They couldn't laugh. You just heard. If they really liked you, they'd pop a wheelie like, ee.
I enjoyed your comedy.
But sometimes I'd work at a place. There's another place in San Francisco called the Intersection Coffee House where they'd have comedy after lesbian poetry. I know, you shouldn't say lesbian. I'm sorry, I won't say lesbian. Women in comfortable shoes. Okay. Sorry. A large woman named Betty's going to like to talk to you now. But I said I came down here because I thought, Samuels and Cohen, they're going to L.A. Yes, I feel like that. Let's go to L.A., that's where it is. And I land on Hollywood Boulevard and it's junkies and pimps and whores, oh my. Yes, it's like Dorothy on acid. This is what it's about. And there's Bud, like the Wizard of Oz, going, don't look behind that curtain. Don't come into this club now. Ah. And for a brief moment, can I use the word Mitzi? Is that okay? We have to use it. She's up there, man. She's up there, man. There's like an unspoken thing.
Explain it.
I'll explain it, brother. I'll tell him. It's like up there on Sunset Boulevard, there's another place. A different place, far away from here. It's another place. I'll say the word, it's okay, bud. You made a lot tonight, it's okay. Call the Comedy Store, and sometimes people cross over, and then they can never go back. I just want to say, maybe one day you and Mitzi will sit down in a room like Reagan and Gorbachev, but without the funny stuff on the head. And there'll be peace. And one day there'll be just one club called the Comovation. That'll be it. Where everyone will gather down and we'll eat lox for no reason. And you'll have her hair and she'll have your hair. That'll be it. Don't you see?
You've gone too far. You've gone too far, Robin.
Yes, bud! It can happen in our lifetime! Why do you have to open up every place she is? She's scared. Oh, there's money for everybody, can't you see? Right now I feel like Gandhi in a delicatessen going, who had the fish? But that's my dream. Call me fucking crazy. Call me fucking wild. Look at these people up here. All of us working. Look at this man in a bow tie. That's a bowler tie, isn't it? That's where people who are actually brain dead who go. That's just all. Just put it on like that. That's where it is. But I gotta go. I gotta go back up to San Francisco. There it is. It's amazing up there. You see people dressed like a cowboy and you're going, no. And I know Paul talked about it. Paul's over here. Robert's here. Paul talked briefly about that. But hey, sex is a little scary unless you're going to live like with... Maybe if you're really afraid, you're going to have to buy one of those rubber dolls and go, hi, Mom, this is Michelin. But, Bud, I love you. They're pulling me off, Bud. It's the end of my time.
We're live. Robin Williams.
Peace on our lifetime. Gonna be together, people.
Hold on, Reagan. Richard Lewis. Billy Crystal. Martin Morrow.